Well, we explored the alternatives to having our own space, and because we're a startup company, we decided to, at least for the first year, use executive suites like Advantage, because we would be able to grow, and as we grew, we could add more resources, and then we would not grow our space as fast or be paying for a lot of space we weren't using. And I think what Advantage actually offered was their approach to doing business was you pretty much very clear what you're paying for, and they are very good about delivering what they say they'll deliver. And as location mattered to me, and at the same time it was a new facility, and the people were very positive, and it's been a positive experience. I'm very familiar with it. I've been in business a long time. I've worked a lot overseas. I'm very familiar with a lot of the competitors to Advantage. And historically, I've always felt like they felt very temporary. They didn't have a feeling that you had your own space and that you had your own identity. I think Advantage and the people here have gone a long way to make you feel like your company is here, and you're not just having an office. I think that's driven largely by the professional approach, by the reception, by the conference room setup, by just basically the interaction with the people. But the conference rooms have plasma TVs, and they have Polycom systems, and they're networked, and the whole facility is networked very well. That's what matters to me. So I have efficiency, and it's very clean and very well maintained and very professional. So I think the bottom line is you get exactly what you're paying for, and the quality is good. Number one, you give them location, and the location's good. I'm less than 2 miles from my home. Number two is when people come to visit us, we tell them, it's Advantage Executive Office Suites, and I don't think that there's really a perception or an expectation set. When they come visit us, they seem very pleased with the setup. They see that it feels professional, and they don't see it as a less than situation when compared to having your own space, for example. It's very hard to spend significantly less and have everything you need on day one. Where an Advantage, you move in, it's all there for you right away. You plug into the wall, you're up and running. And I think that the number one thing is that there's flexibility here to be very adaptive to what your needs are. So if you're doing your own space, you have a lot of worries about tenant improvements and build outs and extra costs and extra cabling and extra requirements. And then a lot of times you've paid for a lot of stuff you're not going to be able to physically use for the first 6 to 8 months. So again, there's a cost benefit. You might pay a little more to be in an executive suite like Advantage in the short term, but in the long term you'll get a lot greater benefit. So it's still value for dollar.